Folks, welcome back to Pokemon Black, a game that I'm actually glad is not being remade right now. That'll probably be a bit of a hot take, but here's my opinion, is that Black and Black 2 are, and of course White and White 2, are kind of like the pinnacle of the Pokemon franchise. Where are they gonna go with remakes in terms of quality? Because I don't know that they really could. And also, again, it would be sort of like, so Legends ZA was announced. This is, I should have talked about this 2 days ago when it was like the stream after I, pardon me, the stream after it was announced. That Legends ZA was announced, and the big thing about it that was like the biggest thing to me is the fact that it's coming out in 2025, which means that the devs might actually have a chance to, like, finish the game, you know, before it comes out. And I feel like everybody is, you know, just like, well, people are just too impatient is the short version of it. So yeah, play Zelda 2 Randomizer instead. For anyone who missed that, that's instead of Link to the Past. And that does sound like an interesting thing, but also I seem to recall Zelda 2 being pretty hard. I don't think I ever beat Zelda 2 because I'm just kind of, I'm bad at platformers. I mean, I'm not good at most video games in general, but I'm even worse at platformers than usual. Oh hey, Undella Town's music changed because it is no longer the summer. That's interesting. And of course that is a right side route, so the music is the same, but I'm doing a quick exploration here of the outside. I think there's some stuff to check out in town other than dive, but it might just be fighting Cynthia or something. Oh, Pikachu. I feel like Pikachu needs at least one boss fight that's just like Raichu, just like the Lieutenant Surge's Raichu. It's a shame you can't do that for Dark Link or Shadow Link. I forget. I don't have good memory for a lot of that kind of stuff, but you know, for the absolute last fight of the game, we'll just put it that way. Because it's literally the same sprite sheet, right? Just a pitch black palette. Link's Shadow is the more accurate. Gotcha. So, who is Link's Silver oh, sorry. It's gonna be some months before I put it out anyway, but I definitely should make sure that I finish the script that I'm working on about Shadow the Hedgehog. Because I kind of want to get that out as like a release around the anniversary of the next release of the next anniversary of the release of Shadow the Hedgehog, pardon me. Where I talk about that game as like, and design philosophy and how it relates to the character of Shadow the Hedgehog and stuff like that. And I think it'll be interesting because if only because everybody, you know, the most discussion about Shadow the Hedgehog is just like, it's cringe. I don't know, I don't want to I don't want to be the most tedious person on the internet. Unfortunately, dipping myself that deep into Sonic the Hedgehog fan is probably a risky proposition. And yeah, good point. Fierce Deity Link. Fierce Deity Link did have the silver hair too, so. Well, it's interesting because also that's like really when they actually did sort of make Shadow his own character. Oh, hey, look, it's something I can't lightning bolt. It has protection from red. Wait. Damn it. There I go again. It's ground type for some reason. Okay. Barboach has future sight. Alright. Yeah, I was like, I know for Whiscash it makes sense, but I don't know if Barboach is really a proper catfish. I mean, the name is clearly derived from, well, right? Because regardless, yeah, it does make sense, but it's also like, you don't think about it very easily. Especially because, okay, Whiscash, you can probably see it. Barboach just kind of looks like a fucking thing. Anyway, he's about sending Carvana now, so we can actually Thunderbolt this thing. Okay, yeah, I guess there is such a thing as a Loach catfish, so makes a little bit more sense, I guess. And about to send in Budget Krabby. Yeah, get this thing out of here. Well, ultimately, I think that mostly just now that we understand that, yeah, it does make a little bit of sense, but it is this weird throw off the first time. Also, we got waterfalls. We shouldn't go chasing them. Yeah, it's an amalgamation of some various kinds of fish that are a little bit strange looking. Like, it certainly doesn't... Oh, my voice cracked there a little bit. It certainly doesn't adhere, I think, to what most of our mental image of a catfish usually is, because, well... Unless you're one of those strange people who think it's literally just a cat with fins, but... And then that's not. Oh, damn! I'm impressed that a Primeape survived a single special hit with the level gap being this thin and after it used close combat. Scrafty. I think our best bet in terms of dealing with Scrafty is just gonna be just surf it, basically, or something. $60 to $70 names for, well, I suppose, what is the context of these? And also, this guy kind of sucks. I don't know what I have that, like, tanks this very well other than just sitting here with Mothula. Also, level 64, huh? These levels are starting to tick up a little bit, so... Good struggle. I did not see what you posted on Twitter because, well, I already can't find stuff on Twitter worth anything. Oh, you jerk. Immediately dumped the status effect with Shed Skin. Wow, alright, Scrafty. Why don't you go fuck yourself, buddy? And a Poliwrath. I have no hope in anything of getting a Lightning Bolt in there first. Do I have anything that this doesn't resist? Yeah, because that's like some kind of garbage type. I don't remember what type that is. So Heat Wave is like our best source of damage against this right now. And it's throwing out Dynamic Punch. Yes, I remember the first time I fought Chuck in Gen 2. Like, what game is it? Oh, yeah. However, that version of the fight against Chuck went completely differently because in my first experience playing Silver, Chuck's Poliwrath hit every single Dynamic Punch it threw, and they were all one-hit kills. I kinda got annihilated in that fight. Right, gotcha. Regarding thing in DMs. Duly noted. Well, good luck with all of that. Well, see, I imagine that's always a struggle for you because when it comes to bad jokes, you're never sheepish. Wait. Oh, that's what happens when I try a little too hard. This dude's only Pokemon is a Numel. Numel, also known as Better Slugma. I hate to say it except for the part when I don't. Because, yeah, well and truly, Numel and Camerupt are just Better Slugma and Magcargo. And you might be saying, wait, no, Magcargo has defensive stats. Are you sure about that? Also, even if it does, it has, like, the most exploitable type combination possible. Perugly at level 68. Oh god, she has 3 Pokemon. That's a surprise. We are deep in the shits here. Like, oof. This is gonna be a hard-won battle indeed. So hopefully I can give this thing some problems with Hammer Arm. Oh, now that's what we like to see. our speed doesn't matter because we're already slow as shit. So, it's fine. That's not... Oh, Christ. This is like one of the worst Pokemon we could be fighting right now. We have nothing that can exploit this because Electros is fainted. Ugh, absolutely disgusting. And for that matter, Ice Water is not necessarily a bad type. It's just that it felt like you saw it so much in Gen 1 because most of the ice types were part water. Hey! Nice miss, Knucklehead. Ooh, we're cutting it real close here. Get your ass out of here, buddy. And lastly, an Espeon. So this thing can probably outspeed us and probably has some dumb BS to cause us some problems. Oh, it's a fan of Papa Roach, alright. That's good to know. We didn't one-shot it. We just barely did not one-shot it. Well, I was expecting that thing to cherry tap us, but it did not happen. Or get him name it Shredder. Ninja Turtles. Truly a concept. These usually aren't turtles known for not being very fast, which might not mesh super well with a ninja. Who ever heard of a slow ninja? Oh! We contracted the Pokerus. So, here's a fun fact. I have never had this happen to me naturally before. I literally always got it either from a trade or from using a game enhancement device. That is incredible, actually. I truly was not expecting that. Anyway, we gotta put someone in the back of a box for a minute here while I look for where my user of Waterfall is again. Oh, right, it was the Kingdra. Yeah, well, it is quite late in the game. If it spreads to everybody, I guess at least I do have a couple of new party members who could benefit. So it's not going to be worthless, but it is something that you usually want at the top of the playthrough, but sometimes what can you do? Oh, hey, look, it's a Buizel. We cannot escape from this in an expedient manner, that's for sure. This thing is too fast. In fact, if I recall correctly, Floatzel is just like the fastest water type, period. And that does count after Swift Swim buff. Well, buff is technically true, but boosts, rather. Because, yeah, Barrascuda. Yeah, I see the plot guy over there. I'm gonna go deal with him real quick, I guess. Hey, TM08 bulk up. Hooray! That's totally gonna be useful, you folks. Actually, bulk up is kind of used for some competitive purposes, but hey, we don't do that kind of stuff here. If I were ever to do competitive, it would basically just be like random games on Showdown, basically. So apparently N has been seen somewhere with the dragon Pokemon. So at least he made it out of there all right. That's good. I wonder when I'll get to see Getsus and give him a Swirly again. Wouldn't Hulk Up be more effective? Kind of depends. Because I think you got to be like Bruce Banner to be able to do that in the first place. Or was that David Banner? No, I think I did a joke about that one time of like forgetting who of mixing those names up. David Banner, for reference, is a music artist whose work I have literally never heard. So I just know that he's out there because I saw a video on something that he did once and saying that it was like not good, but also the guy definitely knows what he's doing, so it had to have been on purpose. Anyway, that's not the point. Let's deal with these guys. This one guy, rather. So how are you go? Maria. Hammer. Left side was required. Oh, that's gross. I don't like that. Alright, a Basculin. We can probably run away from a level 35 Basculin. This is a hiker, so we're probably going to be able to make the most of one of these. My lucky egg. Oh, I bet Megaduce is my lucky egg, doesn't he? Well, that was not smart of me. All but one. Oh. Ugh. Well, I guess at least one seed in every randomizer has to be the worst, so... You know. Alright, we got ourselves a Hippopotamus. A Hippopotamus. We just surf that thing away. Get the Swamp Big key. The Swamp Big chest to get the hook shot. And still beat Agatu afterward. Ew. That's absolutely disgusting. Also, this thing just used just use rest. Probopass being Steel Ground type actually kind of sucks for us because that's quite hard to do anything about. In that it has no double weaknesses for us to deal with. What can be on Ped? That's fantastic. Alright, so Pile of Swine. We learned how this thing's name is pronounced last time. But what we didn't learn last time is something that we've known for a long time, and that is that it is weak to steel. Anything over here? Oh yeah, that's right. That's Abundant Shrine. I think it's called Abundant Shrine. It's the location of the Landorus. I have a feeling that if they, if the creators of the randomizer program more stuff in there, they could. Ew, Perish Song. And it just fucking mirror moved me or something. That's... Oh, this person is a dick. Oh, man. Ooh, boy. Not happy about that. Ooh, I wish I had something with Arena Trap. I'd love to make this thing die of Perish. Ring Out is not that good. Ring Out is a special damage move whose attack power increases as the target's HP increases. You might be thinking that sounds pretty dumb. It's even worse than that. Because, on top of that, we gotta talk about the Ring Out deep lore here, which is that Ring Out is the special counterpart of the move Crush Grip. Crush Grip is the signature move of Regigigas, who, of course, is a legendary from Gen 4, very famous. Very famous primarily for being total shit, is what Regigigas is famous for. because of its slow start ability, and on top of that, it has on top of that, its signature move is one that gets worse the more you use it. And is normal type besides. Which I think is just deeply funny, and also like, man, they really just decided that this Pokemon should go fuck itself. Just wow. Oh! Nice 37% accuracy, douchebag. I would never get that lucky. Like, I could probably be out here with a 70 level difference, which would make an Oko move a guaranteed hit, and I'd probably still miss. Anyway, I'm stuck here with neutral damage. Time to get surfed or something. Oh no, is that it? You're just gonna use Ice Fang? Alright. Oh, I get it. Vacuum Wave, because they can't call it Suck Wave. I don't know. Let's go back and heal. Because, yeah, we got the absolute shit kicked out of us by that trainer. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. And fucking sheer cold. Jesus. You know, I'm deeply curious about how like competitive metagames would look if they were to allow one-hit kill moves back in, specifically on Pokemon with no guard or that can learn Lock On or Mind Reader. I wonder if any of them would become viable, or if they'd like all get punked and people would just be like, well, that's a stupid gimmick. We know how to call that. We're just gonna go right back to killing those. Especially because two-hit kills already don't feel that weird for a lot of Pokemon in general. Well, okay, for Lock-On Sheer Cold combo. No guard, of course, makes it a one-turn kill, but... Anyway, hey, wow, everything's zoomed out. This is Black City. This is a version-exclusive location. In White version, you get White Forest instead, which serves kind of a similar purpose in some ways, but also has a bunch of low-level Pokemon for you to catch. There's a couple of trainers here in Black City. There's the office building that I don't remember the name of. Oh, dude, you have a level 35 Ampharos. Are you okay? Are you lost, dude? Because that thing is not going to have a great time here. Here in Black City, there's a couple of special stores where you can purchase items. And also a lot of just these very weird looking buildings. Wait, do those not exist yet? Huh. I feel like I should have access to more stuff here. Or is it just that I can't see where the doors to any of these are and they're actually real things? Actually, I think that if there's just nothing going on here, that makes this whole area a little bit creepier than it really is. Because there is sort of like a sleazy atmosphere to this place usually, sure, but that's kind of next level. Oh, I see. It kind of requires game connection kind of stuff. So yeah, we're not going to be able to do a ton with this, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess we're not really going to be able to get a whole lot of any of that, and there's boulders to push around here. Neat. Hey, Hippowdon. That's a Pokemon that exists, alright. It's also something that's almost assuredly faster than us. Or not slower than faster. Well, slower than us, I guess. Whatever. I'm surprised it's not just spamming Crunch, really. It looks like it should be able to. Ouch! That was quite painful. For some reason, yeah. About to send in an Onix. Well, Onix is pretty easy to put to 1 HP anyway. It's Onix. It probably has Sturdy as its ability. But as has been discussed before, Onix has a very exploitable type, so I mean, give it the biz. Oh, hey, no Sturdy. All right. I'll take it. Oh, no, we took damage because our ability is like, I don't know, Hyper Cutter or something. What is our ability, actually? Oh, it's Swarm, right. I knew it was something unimpressive. Well, at least this dude did not immediately jump into Fissure and then hit. I would have been so mad. Because we've already been hit by a... We've already been hit by a one-shot. We're on Route 15 now, so we're almost done the loop. There's some more stuff to do around here. There's a strength puzzle. There's a Link laboratory that we can't really use because of obvious reasons. Sorry, 1 second. So this is where we... This is where we can transfer our Pokemon from Gen 4 to Gen 5. I mean, I might be able to, depending on how to do, like, link-up stuff. Yeah, if I was doing this on the real DS, yeah. But unfortunately, I don't really have the gear for that at the moment, and also... doing that on an emulator, goodness knows how doable that actually is. I enjoy all the blah blah blah, and yet there's still just so much of it that it's like you almost could have just written out the whole technobabble, and I would have, you know, felt a little bit better about that. Yeah, it's not exactly a fast process, unfortunately. But hey, it's a thing that exists. Yeah, I mean, it probably should be like 2 text boxes at most. Once I got to match A about as much as I would have for the usual explanation of this guy and his massless field flux self-limiting and reversing the polarity of the neutron emitter or whatever. I don't remember the Doctor Who reference, so, you know, you're lucky you got as much of the Half-Life reference as you did. I mean, there's still possibly something, at least. I wouldn't know for obvious reasons, but... I don't know if I have any Pokemon that just have Strength learned already. Oh yeah, I do. I can use this guy. Generally speaking, you should be able to transfer anything at least as far as Pokemon Home. Obviously, not everything is in the current games, if that's your goal. I believe that there are, like, somewhere between 10 and 12 Pokemon total that were taken out in Sword and Shield and have never returned since. And I don't remember what all of them are, but I do remember that among them you have Patrat and Watchog, and you have the elemental monkeys. Which I think that all of those are quite understandable because, I mean, those aren't exactly Pokemon that have fans. Yeah, you might not be able to get Transporter or Bank because of, well, the end of the DS and 3DS stuff. Outside of, someone probably has that stuff somewhere where you can download it, but then you have to, you know, mess around with SD cards and some other stuff, and it's just kind of a pain in the butt. Executor. We've got something to deal with Executor. We got a couple of things we can deal with Executor, actually. We have a couple of instances of Cross Scissor on our party, so... But also, we do have Bug Buzz, and that's a little stronger. Marginally stronger anyway, of course. Considering the Pokemon that's using it, well, there's also that part, but... Yeah, no, that thing can't stand up to an Executor. Especially not with less than half health. And from a level deficit. I don't believe Megaduce gets any bug moves in its learn set, but also it certainly doesn't have any that I'm using right now. Because you can't get X-Scissor. Unsurprisingly, it doesn't learn Bug Buzz. I don't know, maybe it can be tutored to have Signal Beam or something. But also, using its special attack stat... I don't think I actually need strength anymore, so I could probably put Sawk back, but we're gonna make sure before we finish this area. I mean, there is a little thing over there that we haven't done yet. I didn't catch a Ditto. It's okay. We're not going for Pokedex completion because that would be a little bit hard for us with no trade functionality and no transfer functionality and no access to events. So I'm not too concerned about that. The music in Black City is the same as it's ever been. It's just that there's nothing there because of a lack of connectivity. There are ways that we could do it, I think. I mean, yes, I could do that, but also, here's the thing. With stuff like that, if I'm gonna just cheat to get the access to events, why wouldn't I just cheat for a full Pokedex at that point? And skip the fucking middleman. Wouldn't take 20 hours to do everything. And that's a big part of why I avoid cheating with a lot of that stuff, because it continues to open certain layers of like, well, why don't I just do this? Although there is a dude on YouTube who has been working on some stuff to like basically enable events again through e-reader cards, and has been posting their findings on YouTube, including some stuff that involves just building custom events, which I think is fucking cool. I should see if I can find that again and link it in here. Ah, yes, that's good use of your time. Baton pass to... Oh, actually, you can make me look like an idiot because I can't damage Swaloo with Shadow Ball. You would literally just print them out. It's basically just like custom-built cards that have the... Effectively, the way I understand it, if I recall correctly, involves using an algorithm to produce the appropriate barcode for an e-reader card and then just printing out something that has that and scan it through the e-reader. You would probably want to attach to something a little bit more rigid because putting a piece of printer paper through your e-reader is probably going to get a little bit floppy or something. But yeah, it appears to be surprisingly painless, considering. Yeah, that's not really a bad idea to have a printer. I mean, I'm not supporting that much use of a printer because, yeah, printer ink prices are a thing that exists. Those are just numbers that are, you know, what's the numerical equivalent of none of these words are in the Bible? Because that's basically kind of the level of just like, printer ink prices are ridiculous. Yes, because like toner cartridges are, well, toner cartridges are quite expensive too, I believe, but it's also, it's not quite as obscene as ink cartridges. Inkjet cartridge prices, I don't understand whatsoever. It's mind-boggling. Well, I don't really know a ton about printers, other than the fact that it's not a bad idea to have access to one. Yeah, I mean, at the very least, it's not usually an issue to do something like that, unless you're... You know, speed on a printer is not a hugely important attribute, in my opinion, unless you're at a college computer lab. In which case, you know, obviously that needs to be capable of doing a fast print for people who are literally finishing their homework 5 minutes before the class. Not that I suggest you do that personally if you're... For anyone who is in this audience who is in a higher education institute, it's just like, hey, yeah, you probably should consider not doing your homework immediately before class. There's a printer downstairs, yes, and I haven't used it in a while. I don't know offhand what the model or anything like that is. I'd have to go look. Decently old, yeah. It certainly is not new. But it does still function as far as I know. There's some other folks in the house who use it to print stuff for, like, shipping labels. Because they sell stuff on eBay. Oh, don't be ridiculous. Thankfully, the rustling grass wasn't Audino. I believe out here you can actually get Tyranitar to show up in the rustling grass, which is kind of cool, but also I just want the EXP. Ooh, okay, so there is another boulder to deal with here. And it's got kind of a sucky looking pattern here to move around, but it's not as bad as I think it is. This looks like it. Kangaskhan is neat to see. I do like Kangaskhan. And then, of course, Mega Kangaskhan happened in Gen 6, and that was just ridiculous. I hope that comes back for Legends ZA. If they're... You know, they're doing a Kalos Legends game, so you think Mega Evolutions are not impossible, right? I'll be able to... It's fine. If Megaduce falls, I'll bring in a different Pokemon next. I mean, clearly I'm gonna get God at some point, but... You know, again, we're not Nuzlocke in this. We're just playing a regular... Oh, is this regular grass or is this deep grass? I think this is regular grass. Is there anything up here, or is this just more grass? We might be able to outspeed this. Oh, well, it doesn't matter now. Now we'll never know. Does this Pokemon have anything other than Endure or Sucker Punch? Come on, Kangaskhan, at least throw out a Dizzy Punch or something. Sheesh. Make me feel like this is a real battle. Oh, okay, so I couldn't see that. Yeah, TM09, Venoshock. Neat. Why are you the one? Oh yeah, because I didn't do anything with that. Well, that's okay. This is just a mule for HMs anyway. Fly back to... Oh yeah, front of the party. Alright. Fly back to Black City. Because I believe we have to enter Marvelous Bridge from the other side over there in order to get the events to go. Feeling a sneeze, but it's not happening yet. Where'd Shadow disappear? No, it just is not drawing very well here. So on Driftvale Drawbridge, we could find Wild Ducklet, and here we find Wild Swanna. We've seen both these Pokemon before, so just, yeah, just noting that that's a thing that exists. Admittedly, we probably don't need to do that. We can just leave those for now. Gave us the Adamant Orb. And probably the other legendary orbs. Yeah. I mean, you'd think, but who knows? And they disappear. Oh, you won't just give me a Magikarp to shove in my box? Alright, dude. Fine. I can see that he didn't like fun, so... Rip us. That one's musicals. This over here is going to have some trainer battles for us to fight. Remember, these respawn every day, and I have been not vigilant in using them. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. They added even more in Black and White too. Let's see what kind of experience we can get out of this dude's Pokemon. Going first and using punishment. That just seems silly. I have no idea. Probably just because they're like, hey, yeah, it's more Pokemon to put in the Pokedex. As they did not show you the unevolved versions of... As they didn't show you Rufflet and Vullaby in trainers. Yeah, pretty painful for even being double resisted. I don't know if I outspeed this thing. Well, I do, surprisingly. Oh wow, we lived through a stone edge there. Yeah, Conkeldurr is shockingly durable. So even though we have a lot of attack and we're using a super effective move and our levels are almost equal, yeah, as you can see, there's quite a few trainers here. There's like 4 plus a double battle. And yes, the double battle matters to be counted separately. Yeah, it's opening up with a Lickitung. Hey, look, it's nobody's favorite Pokemon from the first generation, really. And one that you're very unlikely to see in that game. Surprised they didn't shove it in the Safari Zone or something, actually, but... Some Darmanitan, we could probably stay in and Earthquake that. I don't think this thing is going to one-shot us, but it might get close. Oh no, that overheat was nothing. And another Conkeldurr. That's interesting. Well, hope you like the 4-turn kill for this thing. Also, I do appreciate the sound effect on Stone Edge, just kind of sounding like like a bunch of like chunks of broken plate or something being thrown at you. It's a pretty good sound effect. They did good work with that, hey! That's right, buddy. Enjoy having had Stone Edge hit more than usual. I mean, something like that kind of works. I mean, what more does it need? At that point, 25 power, 95% accuracy is not entirely off from reasonable for ground type being its heavy slam. Yeah, I'm sure that's going to do a lot of good for you, buddy. Aw, come on, low rolls for magnitude don't count. Or, well, I guess Mud Slap is the thing, and that is not great. Mud Bomb and Mud Shot, I think, are both like in the 60 power kind of range. Okay, yeah, sure, you go ahead and do that, friendo. I mean, we already know it's gonna drop Endure anyway, so... Yeah, so we're gonna have to hit it with Shadow Punch or something anyway, because... this thing's a jerk. If it had gotten to 50% Endures in a row, I would have been sad, because, come on. That never happens for me. Oh, neat. Something happened, I guess. What was I looking for in here? I don't even remember. I think I just wanted to look at the levels and see it. We're sitting at 64. 56 for Leavanny, so hopefully sometime soon we can actually have that Pokemon attempt to battle. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? It's okay, it'll happen soon, I think. Honestly, even at this point, Leavanny probably can fight. Still. Yeah. Hey, Nate. Is this another trainer? Yeah. So I guess there's at least 6 trainer battles in here now in the post game, so that's pretty good. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Oh boy, one of those things I'm gonna forget. Okay, wow, 7 trainer fights in this location. Neat. Oh, hey, it's Slowpoke. Favorite. I mean, Hammer Arm is pretty good. Speed? I don't give a shit about speed. This thing doesn't have speed to begin with. But no, it does not get close combat, as far as I know. 100 power is still, like, really sick for this thing. No Drain Punch that I'm aware of, and no Drain Punch TM at this point. I don't think. Yeah, no Drain Punch TM, so any source of that is added later in the series. Cross Chop is okay, but also Cross Chop is 80% accuracy. It has enhanced crit chance in exchange and half the PP, which means that it sucks for in-game purposes comparatively, but regardless. Okay, it can get Drain Punch by a Black 2, White 2 move tutor, but we're not there yet, so. Yeah. Oh, wait a while. Also, 2 Darmanitans, huh? So I'm thinking Earthquake and switch to Bismarck here, and we should get both of these. Hopefully, Darmanitan is usually quite glassy. I'm seeing double 4 Krusties. Wait, no, that's something else. Sorry. Also, they're using Overheat. Wouldn't Flare Blitz be the better option for them? Darmanitan is a much more physically oriented Pokemon, I believe. And I mean much more. I believe so. Don't take my exact word for it, but yeah, it's a physical attacker. So seeing these fellas use just Overheat on it, I guess they really don't have customized movesets. 140, oh Jesus, that's pretty sick, and probably also goes to explain why they have no defensive capability whatsoever, because they're decently fast, and they have that kind of attack power, so at their stat weight, they've got to be just an entire glass jaw otherwise. Mantike, and it's a level 67 Mantike. That's kind of silly. Scolipede, that's quite a switch up, really, between those 2 Pokemon. All right. Oh no, not toxic. I can... I'll be fine. But yeah, there's Steamroller. I don't know if we've seen Steamroller this playthrough. It's a very rare move. It's a Bug-type Stomp, strangely enough. Including the double damage against minimized targets, and skipping the accuracy check for them. Did you guys know that that was a thing? I would bet that at least one person would be surprised to hear that, because that's a very obscure thing. That Stomp skips the minimize buff, and it deals double damage to a minimized target. Yeah, so it's a thing that happens. It didn't happen when Stomp was... It didn't happen in Gen 1 or anything like that, because, well... You know, that was too complicated, basically. But it is a thing that exists. It's another reason for that to just generally be a pretty useful move in-game, because every once in a while you do tend to find a Pokemon that's rocking minimize. I'm gonna switch Megaduce to not the front of the party for a bit. And we're going to level up our Boat Eater here. Because meanwhile, I'm also thinking about where else we can go other than the Pokemon League to, like, demonstrate some more stuff in the game. I'm not using any dragons, no. I like the Pokemon I have already is enough. Why does it do stuff like that? It probably... Actually, a lot of text boxes do that, and it's always kind of weird. Scolipede and Gigalith, huh? A rust monster. Oh, man. A fucking rust monster. Oh. Oh, God, I haven't played NetHack in years. Fuck those things. Oh man, they took Steamroller out in Gen 8? Are you fucking kidding me? Massive L for Game Freak. What the hell? Why would you... I don't even know why I'm asking. What's that? Game Freak made a really befuddling decision with what they continue to have and not have in the series. I'm so shocked. Yeah, that looks about right. Although mentally, if you give me a second, I can find you a link to an image of, like, when I hear of the Rust Monster, I think of something that looks a little bit different. Give me just a second to get that picture. I hit copy image, not copy image address. I usually think of this guy, who is the Rust Elemental from Magic. But also, my experience with anything to do with the Rust Monster is very specifically in NetHack, where they will eat your Metal Gear, and I believe they split as they do that, and it causes you some problems if you fight them most of the time. Because, yeah, you can get your gear just absolutely shit on pretty easily. Yeah, it does kind of look like Typhon, actually. Yeah. FF6 and FF14, I don't think that one's come up very recently in the Gold Saucer. But yeah, Typhon makes a couple of appearances in 14. And a lot of the remakes, too, so... Yeah. I by the remakes, I mean like all the pixel, well, not specifically the pixel remasters, because interestingly, if I recall correctly, the pixel remaster collections of 1 to 6, they took out a lot of the stuff that was added in releases like Dawn of Souls or the other GBA releases or the PSP releases for the old Final Fantasies. Which is fair enough for purposes of like, oh, do you want a more authentic experience or something? But it's still kind of a surprise to me, at least. Scorupy. Was one of the first bosses you fought, Chaos. Nice. Classic. That's how you build in a game like that. You set yourself up with the abilities that just completely ruin most of the encounters for that. The real PvP involved in that is the DM versus the players anyway. I mean, listen, they can just invoke Rock's Fall and everyone dies whenever they want to anyway, so you may as well give them you may as well goose them a little bit before you get there. Anyway, taking this thing out is going to be easiest with Megaduce because we've got Earthquake. In fact, we have no instance of Psychic whatsoever. I should probably consider putting that to use. I think Jellicent can learn Psychic. If not, I may only have a slot for it on Volcarona. Oh, Crustle, however it's pronounced. We didn't get to use one of those in this playthrough. Maybe when we get to Black 2, there will be some Crustle action in our future, because it's actually a good Pokemon. I just was like, I don't know if that suits what I need right now. Repeatedly. Oh, hell yeah, we can teach that to Jellicent. Sludge Bomb, you're not so much of a monstrous thing in this generation, but I like your style. Curious to see how the Pokerus spread is going. Everybody is all up ons. Oh, Homestar Runner, that's a series that exists. I haven't watched Spaceballs in a couple of years. I think I have that on VHS somewhere. I should go look. Seeing as how I've got my VCR over on my desk now. So, I mean, it wouldn't be hard to do that. It's plugged into a TV and everything. Glameow is the unevolved version of Purugly, right? Yeah, so that should probably not be able to take a whole lot of brick breaks. Yeah, we're not exactly talking about a defensive powerhouse here. Lamiao's got speed, but not much else. And Pheasant, we've got Ice Beam on the Boat Eater, so we're gonna do that. That's certainly one way to look at Unpheasant. I think that's sort of downplaying how questionable that Pokemon is, but also a large part of what makes Unpheasant and stuff have a bad time is the overall lack of good physical flying moves in its move pool without having to use TMs and stuff. Otherwise, it just gets like, hey, yeah, here's all the air cutter and air slash and everything like that, and it has no special attack whatsoever. Just a deeply underwhelming Pokemon. Let's surf this thing real quick. Yeah, Masquerain is not strong at all. Although apparently it's taking like, well, I guess it has a 5-level advantage, so it should be at least reasonably sturdy. This is just a Pokemon that does not. Also, wow, the double flinch. That's a problem. This one in particular is causing me some issues, but otherwise, I legitimately don't know what this Pokemon has going for it, actually. Other than the kind of uniqueness of how different it is from its previous form. That's an interesting little, like, bit of trivia or something, but otherwise, meh. After its buff in Gen 7, its strongest stat is its special attack with 100, which is still very unimpressive, all considered. But also, it was giving us a hard time with our ability to hurt it and all the air slashes. I mean, it intimidated us. It's not like it has... Sorry, it's not like it has Serene Grace or anything. Bouffalant's pretty okay. Bouffalant is like the sort of off-brand Tauros a little bit. I think it's technically slightly less good than Tauros, but it does get Reckless as an ability, and a lot of moves to use with it. So it's here for a good time, not a long time. It does get a better version of Double Edge, though, in Head Crash. That's what it's called in English, right? Oh, right, the move was removed, so I'll have to go click on a different one to see that. Head Charge, pardon me. No, Head Smash is the Rock-type move. Head Charge is Double Edge, but you take less recoil damage. Head Smash is the one that's 150 power, and you take half the damage you dealt as recoil. Sadly, I don't think Bouffalant gets Head Smash through any means, but if it did, watch the fuck out. That's just explosion, really, at that point. That's Rockhead you're thinking of. Reckless increases the damage of recoil moves. Yeah, it's probably slightly confusing because there's 2 abilities that affect recoil. Between that and Rockhead. Have we seen Galvantula this entire playthrough? It doesn't feel like we have. Eh. Anyway, yeah, Bouffalant gets head charge and wild charge. Yeah, it is head charge. I almost fucked up because I was like, it's a head crash? No. Head charge and wild charge for its 2 main moves that it can abuse with Reckless, which are pretty useful. Yeah, we definitely saw Joltik quite a lot, but Galvantula I don't recall for sure. Oh, hey, Tropius. We might be able to outspeed that. I don't know for sure, but we can annihilate it with Ice Beam. That much is a definite. Ouch! Not as ouch as you'd think. Still surprisingly sturdy Pokemon to have survived an Ice Beam. Ascended Mamoswine, and we can deal with that using this fella. Yeah, this is a motherfucker. And speaking of which, it took us out in one blow. Ooh. Yep, strong boy. Mamoswine is funny because I've seen in competitive people running on Choice Band Mamoswine running Pex, that way they can deal with Heracross. Oh god, yeah, that hurt. I don't quite know what I was expecting, but I was hoping to last a little bit longer than that. This might be a problem we gotta get through here. Surely, yeah, I was gonna say, surely this thing can't outspeed Volcarona. That would be fucked up. Yeah, it's not bad considering it's just a big chunk. Hey, cool, we got a PP up. That's pretty handy. We can use those soonish. Right, now that Cloaker is at level 60, we can take away the EXP share. I'm gonna go back and heal before I do this. Yeah, there is a slight little bit of extra hang at the end of that, oddly enough. But it's very slight, and I've barely thought about it. Up until now. Anyway, healing. I'm gonna save real quick, just, you know, in case the power goes out or something, which it probably won't, but just to be sure. Okay, now I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I was gonna say, isn't Stiffen like actually a more direct translation of what Harden's original Japanese name was? But I don't remember for sure. Mostly because also I think of all the TCG stuff where it was Pokemon that were clearly using Harden, but the move was named Stiffen in the early days. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, is there still not like one more regular trainer here? Oh, hey, look, it's Stellan. Level 67, wow. That's quite the chonker. And it's got some actual defense on it. Shit. Wow, it's taking 4 hits. 4 whole hits to get Surf down. That's That's quite the stout land, that's for sure. And of course, switching it out at that point, I think that's just a waste, dude, but okay. You do you. Take the huge chunk of EXP. You will not be disappointed. Well, you know, through the power of erosion, we finally managed to get it. We finally managed to get there. Alright, so now we've got a double battle here. And that should be the end of this location. Alright, we got Doggo and Bull here. You know what I like? Explosions. And lots of them. Yeah, we have Defiant as our ability. Hell yeah. Alright. We're gonna use Ice Beam on Stoutland and try to fish for a freeze, because that thing's not going on in one hit. Ouch. Good old fighting type flail. It's pretty rough. We should be able to take one more of those while still removing the bowl. Yeah, but we're not going to be able to take a third one. We gotta switch. And obviously, the fella for the job here is going to be Megaduce, because that's a Pokemon that can take a big hit. And by that, I mean, can literally not get hit by that. And also is kind of built like a truck, too. So, it can, in fact, also take a big hit. But mostly, you see, it just kind of ghosts Stoutland entirely when it comes to fighting. Just... Okay, buddy. The fuck did you think you were gonna accomplish with that? This isn't Gen 1, Chucklehead. Think fast, Chuckle Nuts, etc. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh. Okay. Now, what else we have available here to do is... not a ton. I think Challenger's Cave and Abundant Shrine are the two last real locations that we haven't looked at yet. And I don't know if Challenger's Cave requires flash or strength. Oh, really? That's where the item is? Just there? That's extremely funny, actually. Alright, game. Sure. Why not? And of course, I'm gonna have to turn that back on in a second. But I just want to go remember where my repels are. Oh, hey, there's a whole little area over here that we haven't explored. Damn it. I'm not trying to go that far. Max Ether, that's pretty handy. Another item. Hey, we're at the very bottom of this map. What do you got, buddy? Oh, gross. It does need flash. I'm gonna go look up a map. Okay, it does not require strength. Cool. Is there value in here? There's a Stone Edge TM, I guess. Surprised this guy hasn't upgraded to Crobat yet, but he's not great at this whole Pokemon training thing. I don't know. I guess I'll teach a Pokemon Flash for the time being. I don't like it. I can unlearn it afterwards, though, so that's fine. We'll dump Poison Jab off of Cloaker, and then I can just be lazy, because Poison Jab is useful and all, but I mean, only so much. Or Vaporeon. Hey, did you know? I don't feel like doing that. This guy's got Dratini. Oh, interestingly enough, even though Challenger's Cave is not accessible in Black and White 2, there's still data for it in the game. Sending in Manectric as his next Pokemon, so we can just destroy it in the way that we usually deal with an underwhelming electric type. By first watching as it uses Charge. Which, you know, fat lot of good that's gonna do you, buddy. About to send in Sudowoodo. Hey, Sudowoodo is one of my favorites. Just an incredibly goofy and dumb Pokemon. And for those of you who have not played Scarlet Violet yet, when you try to approach them in the field and they spot you, they just run so fast and it looks hilarious. They just absolutely brick it, and it's one of the funniest. I mean, there's obviously like funny stuff related to a lot of Pokemon in general. It's just that is pretty high tier. Sudowoodo gets a lot of really good moments just overall. I mean, you've got that. You've got the Sudowoodo that appears in Trevenant hordes in X and Y. There's a Sudowoodo in Mirror B's party in Pokemon Coliseum. There's a lot to like about that. Oh yeah, that definitely sounds like a familiar thing. Alright, so the way the next floor is over there. Trainer. I may as well scout for items. Oh right, I had a repel on, didn't I? I forgot about that until now. Legendary Pokemon that's said to live here. Well, strangely enough, there isn't one, so... Challenger's Cave is just kind of a high-level location that mostly exists to hide the TM for Stone Edge for some reason. Gabites. Well, I think this is still our best option because we have Ice Beam, and that should give this Pokemon a very bad time. Or it can use Dig. I mean, that's also really funny. And by that I mean, well, I guess I'll just switch to avoid that. Ground type moves, the fuck are those? And we got Dragon Claw, so we can do decent damage. And we can take significantly worse damage in return because of Dragon Rush. Do a lot of switching around. I don't have a steel type for some reason. Bug Buzz should be neutral damage. Yeah. There we go. And for the last Pokemon, I'm feeling reasonably confident that Furret doesn't I do have a steel type, I'm stupid. I'm feeling reasonably confident that Furret doesn't have anything that can hit us. Because that just does not seem like Furret's bag for some reason. Sure does. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a move pool, so... in a case like this, it's not helping it out too much. Ooh, a wild Riolu. That's a thing that exists, so if you want Lucario this late in the game, you can get that. Now, our team is pretty dinged up, so I'm actually going to exit here. Oh, wow, these things still exist. Wow. The Furret was level 64, I believe. Yeah, 64 is where it was sitting at. So if it did actually have Sucker Punch, I'm surprised all it did was just Amnesia and leave. Yeah, because, again, I'm pretty sure that most regular trainers just have the, basically, like, they just got them out of the daycare kind of movesets. Custom movesets for all trainers has very rarely in the series been a thing, if ever. And especially not at this point. Oh hey, it's Graveler. Well, there's no explosion. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be fair, there's data space for it now. At least. So it's not like, hey, yeah, they're just doing it because of that. I think the Elite Four second round is that their levels are in the 70s. Technically, we could go take them on now, but it would not be an easy thing. It would be kind of a mess of me just dumping items over and over and hoping for misses and stuff, and that's not great. Yeah, because in the White Side games, it's more of like an ancient-looking town, whereas in Black and Black 2, it's futuristic. I'm not completely certain as to why, but it is a design decision that they made, indeed. Ooh, yeah, Sableye during the era when it still had no weaknesses. So we can just keep. We'll just have to hit this thing as hard as we can, really. And Rubat, we can ignore that because we're not fighting them when we're on the way out of going to heal. I probably should, but I don't have any extras, and there are a few things here that might be worth some experience. I'd rather they be 1 hits instead of 2 hits, but we'll take it, I suppose. Yeah, see, it's the sheer percentage of these Woobats and stuff that kind of sucks here. Only about 1,400 EXP from those. That could be better. At least Graveler has a chance of being able to be properly one-shot. Ah, you're right up to the end of the original Realm Reborn story. Nice. Well, this means that you should soon be getting Poetics, at least, so you can get the augmented Ironworks gear. So you'll be able to fix that issue pretty soon. In terms of anything to do with gear, so you'll be good for a little bit there. And also just having access to MSQ roulette is quite good. I know that MSQ roulette is kind of a thing that's a little bit polarizing for some people because it's what's the first one called? It's Castrum, it's Praetorium, and it's the Ultimate Weapon fight as your options. And all of them are level 50, but they're all pretty easy even after they've been redone as being 4-man fights. Unfortunately, yeah, for all of them, you do have a lot of waiting around for cutscenes, but otherwise, the rewards are good. Oh, shit. Yeah, I just DC'd from between OBS and Twitch, so we're waiting on that. Wait, no, it just connection to is my connection to Twitch in general gone? Fuck. Okay, yeah, my whole internet died, so that's real great. Cool. Good. It didn't even say that it did that. Nice. It didn't switch over to Wi-Fi. Excellent. Lay down a save state here just in case this takes a while and I end up being like, well, I'm gonna go. We'll start that up next time. Just in case. 'Cause I don't want to skip through the whole thing while, yeah.